In this video, we're going to make a simple LED circuit using a resistor, an LED, and some jumper wires. Visit jb.works and enter the TMT code below for more information. This is the fourth video in a set of 10 for people beginning their journey with the JackBord Basic top. For this video, you need a JackBord Basic top, 6 female-to-female jumper wires, a USB-C cable, and a PC or a Chromebook. We only want to use the PC and the Chromebook to give us power, so you don't need the web browser or internet. Before we start building it, let's just have a look at the circuit, and it's pretty simple. Basically, we have a 3-volt power source, followed by a jumper wire, and that's one of these, and this is the symbol for a jumper wire, and then a resistor, which limits the amount of current that can go through the LED, and another jumper wire, and there is our LED, and finally it goes round to ground. So this is the circuit diagram of our simple LED circuit. Okay, so let's build the circuit. So the first thing we're going to do is get the top power connected to the basic. So we'll just do that quickly. I'm going to put the ground in, and I'll put the 3-volt line in, and then the 5-volt line. So we're basically just connected the power from the JackBord Basic into the top. So you've got 5 volts, 3 volts, and ground. So the next thing we'll do is the first part of the circuit, which is going to be from the 3 volts, which is this one here on the JackBord Basic, to pin 1 of the 1K resistor. So we're going to go over here. So that's our first connection. The second connection is from the other side of that 1K resistor, so pin 2. And that is going to go over to the red LED's plus pin, which is this one here. And then our last connection is from the negative on the red LED, which is this side, to one of the ground pins over here on the JackBord top. So basically you should have 3 volts coming from the 3-volt power pins to pin 1 of the 1K resistor, and then from pin 2 of the 1K resistor you come over to the red LED's pin, and then finally from the negative, or the ground pin on the LED, round to here. So to test it, what we're going to do is we plug in the USB cord to give the JackBord Basic some power, and of course these two turn on and those two turn on, but also so does our red LED. So this is correct because the power is coming in from the 3 volts, going through the 1K, through this jumper here, into our LED, which is that guy there, and then out via the ground. So this is the working circuit. Use these two pictures here to check your work against what it's supposed to be. So this is the 3-volt power supply line going to pin 1 of the resistor, then pin 2 of the resistor goes to the red LED, and then the green ground pin of the red LED goes back to ground. I've used a yellow wire for 3 volts and a green one for ground. Don't worry if you don't have a yellow or a green jumper. You can use any color you want, just as long as the connections are okay. So again, check your circuit against these to make sure that all your connections are all right. Now that we've built the circuit and got it going, let's have a look at how it actually works. So what I've done is I've put circles around the pin numbers on the JackBord top, and these correspond to these pin numbers here on the circuit diagram. So just looking at the 1K resistor, pin 1, which is this one here, corresponds to pin 1 here on the circuit diagram. And likewise pin 2 on the top corresponds to the pin 2 here for the other side of the resistor. And likewise the red pin here on the top corresponds to the red pin here on the circuit diagram. And finally the G pin corresponds to the G pin on the LED of our circuit diagram. And then again 3 volts corresponds to 3 volts up here, and then ground here corresponds to ground on the top. And so essentially we put 3 volts into the 1K resistor via a jumper wire, then the second jumper connects the resistor to the LED, so the current flows through the LED, lighting it up, and then finally it goes out through the ground of the LED to the ground of the JackBord top via the third or green jumper wire. So this yellow jumper wire is this one here. This orange jumper wire is this one here. And this green jumper wire is this one here. And notice there's a continuous path for the current to flow. If you don't have a continuous path, the circuit won't work. In the next video, we're going to learn about circuit diagrams. These let you describe a circuit so that you can then build it. To jump directly to that video, simply visit jb.works and search the TMT code shown on the screen. For more information and to get help, visit jb.works.